like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. I smoke it.
So how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video. So today, in this first part, I'm going to be reviewing 3 of the CEO vehicles that you can buy once you get a vehicle warehouse. Now some of them are quite expensive, don't get me wrong. I don't set the prices. If I could, I'd make them a lot cheaper than what they were. There is some out there that are reasonably priced, and we're going to get to them later on in this video and in the next part. So there will be 2 parts to this video, else it would have been way too long and I didn't want to upload a 25-30 minute video. So the 3 vehicles that we are going to be looking at today is the Karin Technical Aqua, then we're going to move on to the Armoured Boxville, and then the Phantom Wedge. So first off is the Technical Aqua. There is another version of this vehicle in the game where it doesn't go in water, it's just a land vehicle, exactly the same with the gun on the back, just without the boat engine and the barrels on the side. But this version, it's quite cool, it's very unique. There's not really any other vehicle that you can take out on the water like this that has a big mounted gun on it, which is, like I said, it's very unique, but it does have its cons as well. Like, it's very slow in the ocean, in big bits of open water. It's actually faster going through the sort of swamp area by Fort Zancudo and shallow bits of water. It's actually faster there than it is in the sea, which is quite disappointing. The price of the car will be on the screen now, so you know how much it's going to cost you if you are going to buy this. You do get, every time you buy one of these vehicles and put it into your vehicle warehouse, you do get another mission for your CEO organisation. So that means one more bit of VIP work every time you purchase one of these cars. You're not going to make your money back anytime soon off just doing that mission, but more missions, something else in the game, something fun to do with your friends. But when you take this on land, the speed of it is completely average. The braking, the handling, it's a completely average car. You can take it to the custom shop and upgrade it, which is pretty good. So you can get a little bit of a speed boost and stuff like that. The gun on the back is great. If you've got someone on there and you're doing missions and they know what they're doing with that gun, you guys can be lethal. So it could be a good combination in other missions as well. It's something you'll have to try out for yourself if you have got it, or maybe one of your friends have got it. Give it a try before you purchase it, because some of these vehicles, like I said, are ridiculously overpriced, some are reasonable priced. So my overall opinion on this car, it's unique, it's fun to use for quite a while, but the novelty of the vehicle will burn off quite quickly, as in after a few times of using it and taking it out in the ocean, doing a couple of missions, it gets very samey and the wow factor runs out quite quickly. But don't get me wrong, Rockstar did do a great job making these vehicles, and I'm not here to complain. Like I said at the start, I'm just giving an honest opinion on how I feel about these vehicles, because I don't want you guys to go out and feel like you have wasted money buying these cars when you had no clue about them. So I'm hopefully going to give you a little heads up and let you know whether the car is actually worth buying or not. So that's the first one out of the way. On to number 2, the Armoured Boxville. This thing is legendary. Obviously people are going to say, but there's other stuff out there like the Insurgent pickup, the Armoured Kuruma, the standard Insurgent. I know there is, we all know there is, but this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Like, look at it to start with. One thing about the vehicle, it is quite misleading. It says Armoured Boxville. It really isn't armoured. One rocket, one explosive of any kind, pretty much this vehicle is going to explode. But it is bullet resistant. You're quite safe inside the vehicle. You're not 100% safe, but you are quite safe. So there's a good little bonus that the vehicle has got. Once again, as the same as the other vehicle that we just looked at, the gun on the top is brilliant. If you've got someone on the back that knows how to shoot, you are going to absolutely mush through traffic, blast through missions. The acceleration on this vehicle is ridiculous. For a car its size and the look of it, and all that weight added onto the side, it's actually got really good acceleration. It can't be taken to a custom shop, which is a little bit of a shame, but I can understand why. It's sort of very uniquely built and it has a specific set look, which is completely understandable. The mission that you unlock when you do buy this car is it's pretty good. You can make it a lot more fun if you're the driver. You basically just have to evade people that are trying to kill you, as in computer controlled characters, NPCs. They just drive about trying to shoot you, get a few choppers chasing you, so it's nothing too hectic. But if you're the driver, I like just having a friend on the back, letting them shoot the hell out of everything. I like driving because it's got a little like a little snowplow sort of scoop on the front. It just flicks cars, people, motorbikes, anything. It just flicks them out the way, sends them off the side of bridges. It's hilarious. It's such a good car to use. If this, out of the 3 vehicles that I'm going to show you in this first part of the video, this is the one that I'd recommend buying. There is going to be more in the second part, so don't rush to buy it if you've only got enough for, let's say, 1 or 2 of these vehicles. Don't rush to buy it by any means, but if you're only going to watch this video and you just want to quickly find out a good car to get, this is really fun. And if you do buy it, I hope you enjoy it, because I do have a blast in it. It's such a unique car, and it looks crazy as well. It's like a big caravan slash RV, armour plated, massive gun on the back, and you just go around annihilating the whole city. If you are going to take it out in PvP, as in player versus player, you're probably not going to survive all that long, because like I said earlier, a rocket, a homing launcher, any sort of explosive, it will kill you. But now you know, so you should now know not to go and do that. But you can still engage certain targets from a distance. Like I said, if the person on the gun is good, you'll be able to get away with it. Quickly get the kill, get out of there, maybe go off the radar, sneak back round a few minutes later, and then come in and kill them again. There's a few little tactics that you can use to get yourself in good positions to kill people with, but this is a really fun vehicle, and you want to give it a try. And I said the acceleration's good. The top speed is really not that bad for a vehicle of its size. You look at the vehicle and you're sort of going to think, oh, okay, it's going to be quite sluggish, really slow off the mark, it's going to take forever to get up to 100 kilometers or 100 miles an hour. It will shock you, this vehicle. So if you're going to get one from this part of the video, give that a try. The armoured Boxville. It's a great car. Now for the last one of this part is the Phantom Wedge. Out of all the vehicles you can get in your vehicle warehouse as a CEO, I'm going to say this is the most disappointing one. That's my personal opinion. Yes, it has the massive scoop on the front, and you can sort of use it as a ramp. It's really disappointing. You can get 3 people on the back, they can shoot their guns, okay, that's pretty cool. 2 people in the cabin, they can shoot and throw explosives, right. You know, just because you can sit on the back, it doesn't mean it's very good. You can just get a 4-seater car, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and you can throw sticky bombs and shoot out of that. And you're going to be a lot safer in there, because the people on the back on this Phantom Wedge fall off the back so much. If the driver up front isn't the best, or you're absolutely going for it and you're taking a little bit of an off-road, if you tip this thing, the 3 people on the back are going to keep falling off. They're ridiculously open to fire from anyone, so that's one thing you've got to keep in mind. It doesn't have any armour, it's completely standard on its health, so it's going to take just as many bullets or just as many rockets, explosives, than the normal version of this truck that you find on the street will. It does have a good acceleration. I'm not gonna hide that. It does have a really good acceleration for a truck. Once again, out of all these 3 vehicles, 2 of them have great acceleration, which is quite surprising, because they're big, chunky vehicles. They got a lot of metal added onto them, so maybe Rockstar, for the price that you pay and the size of the vehicles, maybe they thought, right, let's give them a little bonus and help them out by giving these vehicles some good acceleration, just to get yourself out of that sticky situation if you do ever find yourself in it. And once again, the price is going to be on one of these clips for each one of these vehicles, so you can see how much the vehicle is going to cost before you do go ahead and buy it, or if you're just curious as to whether how much the car actually is, then there you go. The mission that you can see me playing now with this vehicle, I'm certain there's another one that happens as well, where you have to go and steal drugs, and you've got to protect the person stealing the drugs, or if you're stealing the drugs, your friend has got to protect you. I don't understand the point in the Phantom Wedge going to that mission. It has literally no use apart from knocking 2 police cars out the way at the entrance, and that's it. So maybe they've changed it, I'm not too sure. It seems like I'm only getting this mission at the moment where you have to go and destroy the crates, which is a little bit better. You drive in, smash the crates out the way, flip people up in the air, and then get out of there. So you got to do that 3 times and the mission's over. These missions do pay a little bit better than the standard VIP mission, so watch out for that. There's something good from the price that you do pay with these cars. But that is the end of this first part. The second part is going to be up in maybe the next day or even in the next few hours, depending on when this gets uploaded. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you all for watching. If you have liked, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments your opinions on these cars, if you have got them or if you're going to buy them. I'd like to hear them, and I always respond to as many comments as I can, so you know you're probably going to hear back from me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the second part.